Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Derrick Rose. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And here are the Clippers. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, Jokic following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Doncic looking it over. Count it, good.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Pass to Butler. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Doncic. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. Outside for Jackson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only one falling.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Now here's Jackson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot two at the line. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Now, here's Doncic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Jokic outside. And Bamba pulls it down. Doncic outside. It's tipped. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
It's close to the rim. Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Now Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shannon. Good defense by Jokic.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a switch here.
Into the lineup for Los Angeles. Number 15.
And here's Jokic. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Launches a three. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Doncic with it. Out to the right wing. Fades away. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Doncic has got his second basket of the game. Now here's Butler. Jokic inside. Over Bamba. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Doris, after Paul George left, many figured the Clippers were a lottery-bound team. Instead, they were a 50-win team.
And Kev, they had great contributions up and down the roster. There was incredible balance. And needless to say, you have a man in the head coaching position who is one of the all-time best in Ty Lue.
Now, here's Bamba. Still yet to score. Toronto working the ball around now. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles making a switch here.
Into the lineup for your Clippers.
The Clippers leading.
Number 23.
And Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
To the wing right side. Bamba wide open and he fires. And again, no good by Toronto. Down low. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Guys, to me here we have a great example of what hard work can accomplish. Lauri Markkanen has made himself into one of the best offensive forces in the game.
Clippers leading by 7. To the middle. And Markkanen throws it down.
I'm beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so it... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. You were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
And great from deep, Jackson. No issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Simmons. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wow, you can see how high Jordan Poole gets up and off his feet. Be aware this guy's got some athleticism.
Jackson down low. 6 points for him. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
After seasons of speculation and drama, Doris, Ben Simmons seems to finally be settling in.
And Kevin, maybe his career doesn't look perhaps the way many people expected it to be. But what we know is this guy is a confident, well-sized, highly skilled defensive player and a highly skilled passer. And listen, you got to get past the noise sometimes.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson with the screen. And the Raptors miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Up top, Simmons. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Markkanen.
I'll tell you, good physical play from Markkanen that right there puts the defense in a bad position and gets the whistle.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Podziemski. Rebound by the Raptors. Stolen. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you.
All for 1. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Well, you love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
From 18 feet away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Middleton outside. Pass to Jackson. Poole outside. Rocket 6. Jackson down low. Oh, and he jams it right over Lauri Markkanen. Wow.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one. Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Kicks it out to Markkanen.
2 minutes remaining.
And Dadier pulls it down. Raptors trail by 3. Middleton. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
That shot, no good. And here's Toronto. Big stretch here going 10-2.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. Endures the Raptors. It would seem further ahead defensively than they are at the offensive end.
Kevin, it's an organization that historically looks for size. They have a lot of length and athleticism. The ability to force turnovers and be disruptive is something they identify, and then they want to push in transition. They're actually an entertaining group.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Jokic. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Pass to Buck. No good with the triple.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Here's Doncic over Ellis. And again, Toronto, no luck.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Here's Jokic. Butler feeling out of it. With the shot. And Bamba pulls it down. Now Doncic. And they pick up 2.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Here's Butler. Butler missing again. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Raptors. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be back with you shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now, here's Doncic. And then jammed down as he goes right over you. Jokic.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jokic with the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Jokic after Luka Doncic's bucket. Back to Jokic. Jokic fighting through contact.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And a missed layup.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Jokic has a 2-pointer. Another miss by Jokic. And so Doncic will bring it up for Toronto. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 6. Jackson has the open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And another basket for Toronto. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And the basket by Kamare.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Markkanen with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Hits the three-point bomb. 6 points for Ellis.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Outside for Jackson. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
Now, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Jackson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 16 points.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
A focal point of this offense, Jokic is comfortable handling the bulk of the scoring load on this team.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Doncic. He's got 17. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Here's Simmons. After the basket by Jaren Jackson. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Bamba. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Butler on the way. Fires for three. Here's Jokic. Fader on the way. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Raptors leading by 5. Driving to the basket. And even 3-on-3 break. Beyond the arc. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
The shape. Here's Valanciunas. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Clippers trail by 5. Ellis outside. Pass to Simmons. Over Middleton. Again, Los Angeles.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Middleton can't get it to go. Markkanen down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Middleton penetrating. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Shoots a fader. Rebound by the Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. "15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Markkanen. The three. The three-pointer is right on target. Markkanen's got 7 points for the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes...
56.
We've reached the fourth quarter. What has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Clippers trail. Jokic to the rack, and Jokic slams it in.
And like the initiative where Jokic seeing an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
Here's Doncic. Jackson down low. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Good defense by Jokic. Over in the corner, Brown. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Jordan off the drive. Pass to Bamba. Doncic outside. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And another basket for Toronto.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Back to Simmons. And it's Jokic in the corner. Fades. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got 17 now just in the second half. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bamba. Over in the corner, Doncic. Doncic going to work.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Jokic inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Doncic. Yes, that goes in. Doncic has got 25 points. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Doncic attacks. And Doncic throws it down.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Los Angeles making a switch here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Jokic. Outside Butler. This one for three. The shot will not fall. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. That's Jokic with the rebound. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Jokic. Ellis outside. Outside, Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
There you go, Mr. Markkanen. Step up in a massive way when your team needs you.
Jackson with the screen. Here's Doncic. Driving in. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. Butler with the rebound. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there. Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Clippers trail by 3. Jokic! And he misses the J. And the Raptors with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Doncic. It's off target. Here's Markkanen. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Jackson outside. The 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jokic on top to take the lead.
Lowry Markkanen, remember, 7-footer with incredible touch, just using his size well.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
This guy embraces coming up big for his team.
And stolen by Butler. Nobody around.
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
Now Doncic. Jackson outside. The long shot, no good. And here's Los Angeles now. Now Jokic. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 16. And it misses. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Count the basket.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And here's Jokic. Trying again. Count it.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Outside Jackson. The 3 is on. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll return.
The end of the fourth quarter, and we're all tied up. We're headed to overtime.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
Markkanen looking it over. Missed on the 3. Toronto with the ball. Doncic right side.
You see Luka forcing his way to the free throw line. Puts the onus on the defense, and they are not up to it.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Raptors.
All free throws good from Doncic. The Clippers trail. Outside, Markkanen. And here's Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. Doncic with it. And there's the drive. And it's on.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Markkanen. Stolen by Jackson. And it's turned off the drive.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine. The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Is leading by 4. Doncic outside. Puts up a deep 3. And good. From way outside, it's in.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Butler outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Markkanen. No good from 3. Now, here's Doncic. Now, Jackson. Let's lose a 3. That one goes. Count it.
The guy with extraordinary vision, Luka Doncic with the find.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the 3. Here's Doncic. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. The shot misses. Jokic high post. That's in there.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean,